What's up everybody, Ragnarok here, and today we're going to go ahead and continue this guide series with the brooding swordsman himself, Ike. Now Ike is a heavy hitter swordsman type, so he may have a lot of weaknesses, but honestly he is very much a glass cannon. Hitting the right moves, perfecting his spacing will yield you with wins and secure more kills that are just delivered to you on a silver platter with some decent reads. So let's go ahead and jump right into this guide, and if you want more of this content, definitely consider subscribing. It really does help me know that this content is helping you out and that you are enjoying the content. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on in. So Ike is from the Fire Emblem series and made his first appearance in Smash Bros. Brawl. He was still strong, but honestly in my opinion he wasn't that good. Moving then to Smash 4, where he has definitely improved and also had a different design, made it really nice, but still a character that was strong, but just the mechanics of Smash 4 didn't give Ike any favors. However, now in Smash Ultimate, this game's mechanics are giving blessings to Ike mains and pockets, cause though he still has relatively the same weaknesses, there are subtle changes that made him better as a heavy sword fighter. Some of which is the neutral air, since it's a bit stronger now in this game for combos. It has great potential for kill confirms and opportunities. And another change, which is his nice up air, since this move kills really early and so is so strong from Smash 4 to Ultimate. I feel like Ike has a lot of improvements in his aerial game and spacing tools. Now that we have that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right into what Ike has as his movesets to make him this powerful. Let's go ahead and start off with his jab. It is a slow hitting 3-hit jab, but has a lot of power on the third hit to provide a decent knockback, using it as more of a catching the opponent by surprise move, because the important hit is that third one. And if you can get lucky, the second hit is also nice. The jab, with how powerful it can be, does not kill until ridiculously high percents. At the ledge, they have to be at 190% to kill. His dash attack is really well done and has pretty good range to it with some really good knockback. Plus it can kill at high percents when the opponent is relatively close to the ledge. So moving on to his tilts. Two of them have good kill potential, while the third one is fantastic for starting combos and setting up kills. To start off, let's go ahead and go for Ike's forward tilt. It is a horizontal slash in front of him that comes out decently quick, but has somewhat of a startup to it. It can kill at higher percent, so if you are struggling to get the glorious kill with the smash attack, try looking for the forward tilt to take it instead. Now his up tilt is good because it can combo into itself, however it has a lot of startup to get the move out, so you are very vulnerable in the beginning, but it is a strong move sending the opponent above you and can kill at higher percents, but not as good as the forward tilt. Unlike the forward tilt where there is pretty much no sour spot on the move, up tilt does have a sour spot on the tip of the sword and the butt of the sword, so you kind of want to hit it with the base of the blade to get the most mileage out of this tilt. Now going to down tilt, this move is really good for setting up for combos and comes out really quick to get the setup. So that means it can be good for pressure of shield and as well pressure of the ledge, with the possibility of 2-framing the opponent, which is a nice edge guarding material to go ahead and secure a kill. So that takes care of the basic movesets and tilts that he offers. Let's go ahead and move on to his aerials, which receive improvements from Smash 4 to Ultimate in regards to strength and usage. To start off, we're going to go ahead and start with Ike's neutral air, which is important for his movements throughout Ike's playstyle, and that is pretty much the spacing playstyle. This move covers pretty much everything all around him. It's most useful for not just spacing, but setting up for slight combos that can be done at mid percents when this move lands, since it can be chained to secure a kill with up air and also create more damage with forward air, which we'll go over with that in a moment. Next aerial on the list is of course going to be the down air, which is his spike and decent damage builder. Very similar to the Luigi guide I posted last week. If you don't get the sweet spot on the down air, you can still pop the opponent back where they still can't get on stage. So it does have its usage as edge guards. However, I would keep in mind that it does have a very large startup, so if you are looking for a good spike, try and read the opponent and learn their timing off stage for their shenanigans. Moving on, however, to the forward air. This move is going to be your spacing savior. If you're looking for a meteor hit with spacing, then look no further than the forward air. This move makes a crescent moon shape in front of Ike to make the opponent respect not only your range, but also your power as well. Since it does come out pretty fast, I like to use it off stage as a good edge guard move, since it does have some good range to it. With Ike being a sword fighter, I feel like it's kind of a given at this point. Up air on the other hand is a big change for Ike from Smash 4 to Ultimate, since it covers a quarter of him. It's a great kill option at higher percents and great for surprising the opponent with Ike's range on that move. Back air is Ike's kill aerial. It is a meaty hit that sends the opponent flying to the blast zone so hard, I'm sure Master Hand and Crazy Hand don't even want to come out to contest him. Only downside with this move is that with smaller opponents, you won't really be able to hit them unless they are in the air. Because the move comes out pretty high, you have to practice your fast falling perfectly to be able to not only get the start up perfectly right, but also get the right height for anybody who is smaller in this character. But moving on to what we all love seeing, those meaty smash attacks. These moves hit so hard that the weakest smash attack for Ike still has a massive amount of kill potential, but the other side of this is that it does leave him very vulnerable and does have some in lag so that it can't be abused with this amount of power. So let's go ahead and start off with the forward smash. This move can kill at 50% if the opponent is right at the ledge, and since it does reach pretty far even off stage, you can catch an opponent trying to approach the ledge and get a quick kill in the process. Up smash is the other meaty smash attack he can throw out there, since it does start in front of him and ends behind him. It can race through platforms and it can kill at higher percents, plus it can catch the opponent landing if you get a good read where they are going to land. Down smash is probably the so-called weakest smash attack, but it is Ike we are talking about here, so it does kill at higher percents, but to be specific, it does start securing a kill at 100%, and the strongest hitbox is of course the back hit versus the front. If you do want to secure that kill earlier, I would say run up and do a turnaround down smash to get the max knockback and possibly even get a kill out of it. Moving on to Ike's special moves, they aren't bad, but honestly they aren't great either. His specials are used for mostly recovery and getting cheeky hits that can result in kills if landed properly. To go ahead and start off in the special category, we will go ahead and go with Ike's neutral special, which is Eruption. It causes a blast in front of him, which has good kill potential at higher percents and can be charged, and at full charge it sends an explosion not only in front of him, but sends a shockwave out with the explosion. So it can be good to go ahead and catch the opponent trying to grab the ledge, but honestly this move is super situational and use it for cheeky hits and surprising kills at the ledge, so honestly it doesn't have practical use as a go-to option unless you have the open opportunity for it. Side special is Ike's quick draw ability that launches him horizontally. It can be charged, and the longer you hold it the farther you go. This move is mostly used as a recovery ability to snap to ledge, cause it is punishable in a standard fight, but like the neutral special, I do use it as a cheeky move to mix up the opponent at least. On another note with the side special, if you are off stage, you do have that ability on command, so when you do use that side special, if you do happen to miss the ledge, you are going to be in free fall at that point. So it is not like Fox and Falco's recovery where you can side special and then up special. If you do miss Ike's side special, you can lose a stock. So I would keep that in mind and practice how long you should hold it so you'd be able to go ahead and snap to ledge as fast as possible and lessen the possibility of being punished off stage. Ike's up special is Ether, and it is his main form of recovery, and what it does is it throws his sword up, which has its own hitbox, and then he snaps to it after a few moments and drags back down. Now depending on how low you do it, it can snap to ledge quickly, but you can also spike the opponent with this ability if you have them in the initial hit and then drag them down. Now if you do land it and you drag them down off stage, it does count as they die first versus you. So it's a funny way to end the match, but a very high risk, high reward type of move. Finally, we have Ike's down special, which is his counter. It is pretty straightforward, since if you counter a hit, you hit them right back, but depending on how strong the opponent hit was, will determine how strong the counter hit is. It doesn't have a practical use, except for when the opponent tries to recover, and the recovery has a hitbox to it. You can counter off stage to catch them and knock them back and even get a kill out of it, but I would be careful since it does have a lot of end lag, so if you miss, you might lose a stock for trying to pull a cheeky little play. So now that we've gone over his smash attacks and specials, let's move on to Ike's defensive option, which is his grab and throws. Now I say defensive because they don't have much use except for one throw, which is a combo starter. So let's start with forward throw and back throw. These two are to give you space and not much opportunity to follow up with anything, but is to either give you stage control or just to back someone off. Moving on to up throw, since this one can have its uses like setting up for up air or getting a funny up special after an up throw, but either way, not much use besides those options. Now Ike's combo starter is down throw, since it does send the opponent up and in front of him so you can have a good follow up like a forward air or a neutral air, and depending on percent have an up air, so it is good to get a few moves in if you have the chance. Speaking of combos, let's jump into seeing what this Brooding Swordsman has to offer when it comes to combos. With Ike, he is not a combo heavy character. He is a spacing character and also a heavy hitter, so most of his combos are pretty much 2-hit combos, but these combos are good for building damage and even setting up for kills. Some of the ones I use and try to look for opportunities for are fast fall neutral air, down tilt, forward air, down tilt forward air. At about 60% you can do down tilt up air. At about 80% you can do neutral air to up air. At about 40% you can do fast fall neutral air forward air. You can combo on 2 throws at low percent, so you can do down throw to one of 3 options confidently, and they are forward air, up air, and neutral air. Up throw at low percents can be comboed into up air and neutral air as well, alongside forward air, but not so much at high percents. So that wraps up this guide for the heavy hitting unit that Ike is, and before I go, some tips I want to say before we sign off today. So since Ike is a sword fighter, practice your spacing and knowing the range of the moves that you have, and just know what options you have to follow up with. As long as you know what the range of the move is and what the move can do, that will definitely be key to get some early kills. Now another thing I would practice with is reading the opponent. Since Ike is a heavy and slow character, he has a weakness to fast characters and rush down characters, since most of his moves come out slow or have a good chunk of end lag. So try reading their movement patterns to get a good hit in. That could close out the stock for you. And play patient. If you're walling them out with some aerials and your ground spacing tools, then you are succeeding as an Ike player. Practice your follow-ups, and I would say you are already looking good and scary as an Ike player if you master some of these tips. With that being said, I hope you liked the video today, and if you did, a like would greatly be appreciated, and if you like the content I'm doing here, feel free to hit that subscribe button and bell icon to get notified of when I upload. So I hope you all have a great day, and see you all on the next one.